is new again, walking with a permagrin, head so high. I'm back with you and all is right. Shaking on the apple tree, ticking off the honeybees, watch them fly. It's just like we never said goodbye.
Well, well, hey guys, what's up? It's NihonTiger. How you doing? Welcome back to my NeoCraft series. And there's an Enderbro over there. Yeah, I hear you too. I had my sound off for some reason, so I had to turn it back on real quick before I started the episode. Not realizing that, it'd make my ender pearls not make a sound. Oh! Jeez, don't scare me like that. But today, we have a little bit of work to do here on our terraces. So let's head on down here. And this probably won't be too long of an episode. I think I might make this one a little bit shorter. Especially since we're going to be doing a lot of the same work over and over again. Since we're basically just, gonna be how? Hi, Creeper. I saw you. I saw you. Hi, how you doing? Go away. Oh. He's coming back for more. No, he's not. Haha. Okay, so, in all seriousness, what I want to do is kind of get an idea of the walls, the shape of the walls, how I'm going to do this. And to do that, I need to start going and building them. And I'm going to use all of these the bricks at first. Now, as I've mentioned before, I don't like using... Sounds a little too high now. But I don't like using a lot of the same kind of bricks for the same builds over and over again. So this is kind of, I guess you could say, like an initial layer, and I'll go over it again and put detail bricks in there. So don't worry about it. Don't worry, I'm not going to build the whole thing just out of stone bricks. I do like using the stone bricks because I used a lot of regular cobble on my fortress walls, so I want it to look a little different. And the easiest way to kind of make that pop out... Oh. Oh. That's weird. A little bit of server lag, huh? Oh yeah, Danger Burns is on. He's back, actually. He's been away for a little while, playing some other games, I guess. But he's just getting back into Minecraft now, so... Big welcome back to him. I hope he's working on his Jurassic Park build. I would like to visit it again when it's a little more complete than it was last time. Okay, so let me see. I've gotta get... This is going to take a lot of bricks, I'll tell you that much. It's going to take a lot of stone bricks to get this to where I want it to be. So let me do that. And the idea here, for those of you who don't know, is that we're making these terraces out of dirt and stone brick, and they're going to kind of be where we grow stuff, and they're going to look nice and ornamental and actually serve a function a little bit here. So how do I want to do this? Is that actually? Yeah, that's actually part of the... This is like the lower one, isn't it? Okay. So how do I want to do this? This will be interesting, because this kind of comes out to here, and then it comes up like that, I think. And this kind of goes like that, and it's going to look really bland right now, but the idea here is that we're just gonna get like a... Think of this as like if you're painting a wall. You know how sometimes when you paint a wall, you can't just throw the paint on a wall. You have to put down a primer coat to get the right tone, right hue. Hue is the correct word. Hue is the correct word, not necessarily tone. because we're thinking with colors here. But to get the right hue, you have to put down a primer layer, and this is kind of our primer layer. I just want to see how it looks with all these blocks in here. So something like that, and then it goes up there, like that. And so we'll kind of have these blocks here on the outside. Some more blocks, but it is Thanksgiving, so I thought, in the meanwhile, since we're, since actually there's two reasons why it's Thanksgiving. One is because it's actually Thanksgiving when I'm recording this, and two is because when this goes up, I'm going to be celebrating Thanksgiving. I'm not actually celebrating it on the Thursday I'm celebrating it a little bit later because of work scheduling issues, and I had to be at work. Ow. But I had to be at work tomorrow, so unfortunately I could not go home right away to my parents' home. It used to be my home. Everyone says that all the time. They always say, you go home, but they mean their parents' house instead of saying home, because home is usually where you live. Anyways, a little diatribe aside. Yeah, I am going to be heading back to my parents' place on Saturday morning for a little bit, so I won't be around this weekend too much. Those of you who may want to get a hold of me on the Twitters, you may be able to hold me there, but otherwise I'm probably going to be a little preoccupied with Thanksgiving stuffs. So, how's that look? It looks alright. Do have to do some more work on it. But yeah, this is just kind of a preliminary thing, and more importantly, the reason I brought up Thanksgiving is not because I want to talk about turkey and pie and all that good stuff, and the fact that I'm going to end up with more leftovers than I can handle once again this year. I already know. I go home every year and I end up bringing home a whole bunch of leftovers, and the pie sits in my fridge for like half a week as I slowly try to eat through it without overeating. It's not always a bit of a problem. But yeah, I kind of like that actually. I kind of like this idea that there's little steps. I might want to work that into the design here to put some steps and stuff if I can. That's the problem. So I might keep this here. These will all have little fences around them, so you won't be able to get in, I think, that way. So I'm not too worried about it being penetrable. But yeah, there's lots for me, I guess, to even give thanks for this year. So it's a little bit different of a Thanksgiving than in years past. Usually, like this time last year, there were things I'm thankful for. I'm thankful I have health, and I have a job and a place, a roof over my head. Those are the basic things to be thankful for. And you're usually always really thankful for those things. I can't really think of a time when someone would not be thankful to have the basic necessities of everyday living. But yeah, this year, it's one of those situations where you try to catch that and then get it. But it's one of those situations where you're a little more thankful than perhaps you normally would be. And part of that is, of course, because I have all my friends on the YouTubes and whatnot to be thankful for. A lot of them I met at NihonTiger, other people I've met through various other games I've played and other things that I've done. So there's always that to be thankful for. So I at least have, if someone says, "Oh, what are you thankful for this year?" I can at least say, "Well, I'm thankful for, all the good people on the internet, not just people who subscribe to me, but the people who have been, around and are nice enough to." Maybe some of them have subscribed, but most of the people who are kind of nice enough to have me hang out with them, and thankful that had the opportunity to go to Minecon this year and meet so many of them and meet so many other people, and just thankful that I was able to kind of find this hobby again after so many years of just either playing games for myself or way back when I was, I guess you could say I'm also thankful that I don't hate the whole geek thing like I used to do, like a long time ago. And I may have told this story before. If I haven't, then it's a new story, and you guys can listen. But I used to, way back when, used to not like games and stuff like that, because I went through a phase in my life where I was very much, trying to think, oh, well, I need to be an adult, and adult people don't do stuff like this. Adult people are, they're responsible, and they smoke pipes and drink whiskey, and they come home from their jobs with their their beautiful wife and their 2 kids, and and the family dog and all that good stuff. The good old American dream. That's kind of the thing I was thinking, that I would need. And it's like I can't be this, I can't be this person anymore who likes all these stupid things. I have to grow up, and part of that as well ties into the fact that I thought it would be much harder for me to even get to the point where I would find somebody and have kids, things like that, while still having all these nerdy hobbies. It was kind of like, it's like who's gonna want to date a guy who sits around all day and builds stuff out of blocks. It's like it was just I guess, as I keep saying over and over again, but it was just one of those situations where I was very young at the time, and I had assumptions about how my life would be one day, and the assumption was that, oh damn, I broke that, that's not good. But the assumption I had was that I would eventually give up all of these things and have to finally go into the whole thing where it's you live the corporate life, you live a 9-to-5 job, and you come home on the weekend, and you go out and do things with your family, and all that good stuff that kind of is so stereotypical of the way things used to be. And I thought for a good long while I was under the assumption that that grown-ups did not do this kind of stuff. That grown-ups would go home and they would be like my dad was. My dad, I always thought, okay, well, my dad doesn't do all these things, so I shouldn't do them either. And it was kind of a stupid thing, because I came to realize as I became more of a teenager and an older adult that my dad in fact did many of these things. He was not a nerdy person. He still is, but he's not not necessarily the nerdy type of person like I am, where he plays a lot of video games and stuff, but he does enjoy gaming. He is, he's, for those of you who don't know, my dad is actually quite a bit older than me. He is, how old is he? Oh my goodness, he's old. I'll just say it. I'll just leave it at that, because I'm going to get in trouble if I say he's like ancient, but actually, I'm trying to do math in my head. Birthday's coming up. He's going to be math. Yeah, he's going to be 64 years old. My dad is no spring chicken. He had his kids late in life. That would be me. But yeah, he definitely loves video games. He likes playing games, actually. Nowadays, it's less the PC stuff that he used to have. He used to play Pathways into Darkness, which is a game that Bungie made way back when, before they even made Marathon, and way before they made Halo. But I would definitely consider him to be a gamer. That much is for certain. And I need to go get another pick because my iron one broke. Running out of ender pearls too. Oh, that was bad. That sounds. Oh my goodness. Oh. What the hell? Oh man, that's bad. That was a bad throw. Can I get up there? Let me in. Nope. I got a chicken egg. So hold on a second. I'm gonna have to stop right here and figure out a way to get back up because I'm trapped on the other side of my impenetrable mountain fortress. Oh, why did I do this? So let me eat some bread and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, and I'm back here grabbing one of my picks. I'll take that one. See, I have better picks. I don't know why I was using... no, I was using the iron one. Duh. Because it was almost used up. That's why I'm using the iron one. So, let me go back out here. But yeah, as I was saying, my dad, he's an old guy. He's an old school gamer. The reason I have my love of retro games is in no small part because those were the things I grew up playing because those were the things that he had. But, so I'm very thankful for that. And I'm very thankful as well for my mom, and really both my parents have always been really supportive of whatever I do, whether it's blogging stuff, whether it's wanting to be a journalist, and eventually deciding that, one day, I wanted to switch jobs. They were really supportive of that because they'd also heard me not being very happy about where I was at the time. So they were like, yeah, you should, we definitely support you going out there and finding a new job because you clearly hate this one. So I'm very thankful that I have a great family that loves me for who I am, and through that love, it's pretty much unconditional. It's not like they only love me because I'm popular or because I do this. No, they as much as my dad was a hard ass on me growing up, just locking that off. He did it. He didn't do it because he wanted to be a jerk. He did it so that, I would understand things, that I would need to know later as an adult. So for that, I'm pretty thankful for that. I'm pretty thankful I have parents who more or less have, for the better part of the last 25 years, helped support my gaming habit by buying me crap at Christmas that I don't really need, game-wise. I apologize to them for not having opened some of the games that they bought me last year at Christmas, which is actually true. I have some unopened gifts. I will eventually play them. I just haven't had the time to play them because I keep finding things like Minecraft or Skyrim or something else just comes out and gets my attention. So now I feel bad. Now I feel really bad. Now I feel like my parents are going to watch this and judge me and be like, well, we're not going to buy you any more games if you're just not going to play them. But I kid. In all seriousness, they're great people, and I am very happy, very blessed to have parents who were like that, who care, have been really supportive of me. So, okay, so this is a bit of a problem. I want to strip off these blocks, actually. This is a little bit too high. And this one, go down a little bit like that. Alright. So you can kind of see how it's taking shape now. How I want to shape this up to be like this. Yeah, this is just going to be up here. This is just going to be like the top layer. So just do that. just do something like, like that. But yeah, I'm very thankful for my parents being so awesome and supportive of me through everything I do, and I'm thankful that Mojang has made a. We always say Mojang. I usually meant to say Mojang, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Mojang, but I think most people just pronounce it incorrectly. Or it doesn't really matter how I pronounce it, as long as people know I'm talking about the guys who made this game, right? Right. So, I'm very thankful that they have put together a game that is stupidly fun and keeps me entertained for hours on end while I'm usually derping about, digging stuff up, and making these gigantic, colossal creations for no other reason than my own amusement. Well, for you guys as well, I guess. But, yeah, I'll do it like this. Screw it. Screw the haters. Be a little misshapen. I kind of want it to look a little more natural anyways, because right now it's got this curve on it, and I don't necessarily know if I like that, having that curve on it. So how about I come down here and take care of this rim right here. Something like, kind of see that's where that's the natural hillside, so I've extended out from the natural hillside a little bit. Do that. But really, there's lots of things that you can be thankful for. You don't just have to be thankful for, the big things in life. You could be thankful for smaller things too. You can be thankful that, something happened to you 2 weeks ago that was awesome. You can be thankful for all kinds of things that seem insignificant but are actually really significant to you. I think really what just matters with Thanksgiving and stuff is that you're happy, you're thankful to be happy, to be healthy, and be alive, or some combination of those. Because there's, the alternative is to be dead, and that's not really fun at all. That's no fun, obviously. But really, maybe I'm just a big optimist, and I always try to find the good in things. Some things obviously you can't really find the good in. There's atrocities that go on, and there's times where it's just like, no, there's nothing really good about that. There's nothing really good when a bunch of people get killed in a train crash or a plane crash or something. There's nothing that's really good about that, and there's nothing that's gonna make me say, well, that's a great thing that happened. And that's a little too optimistic about things, and a little too glasses half full. But I always would say that you can find the good in the little things in life and be thankful for those things, even if it's just someone being nice to you. Or if you found your friend. Now this looks awesome. I'm trying to get up on this tree. Now this looks great. I like this now. Obviously there's going to be a whole lot more, ornamental flair to it. But look at that. Look how great that looks. I do need to kind of extend that over there a little bit and go down here and fill in that gap. But wow, that looks awesome. I love that. It looks so much better than just the normal plain hillside. And I was thinking at one point, possibly about leaving it like all natural, as they say in France. I'm French. Baguette. I'm pretty sure if Sordi ever watched this video, he would kill me for making fun of French people like that. But go. But I think this is going to turn out to be great, especially once we get like the detailing stones in, because we haven't done that yet. So I also want to fill in all this in here, because the problem is going to be that if we don't, then we'll have mobs and stuff spawning in there, and that's bad news bears. We don't, as Paws would say, that's bad news bears, and we don't really want that. We don't want zombies spawning in our walls. That's can be really noisy, can be really annoying, and whatnot. Oh, speaking of other things to be thankful for, I'm thankful for football. Lions won today, beat the Packers. I know my friend Lady Onyx is somewhat sad about that because she's from Wisconsin. She's a Packers fan, and they did not do very well at all today. So I'm sorry, Lady. But it was good to see them win for like the first time in 9 years. So put that into perspective. The last time they won on Thanksgiving, I was a freshman in college. How about that? How about, I'm trying to think back that far, and that seems like a lifetime ago for me, because that was 9 years ago. That's when that happened. So, that's something I'm thankful for. And I'm thankful that it's hockey season, because it means I can watch the Red Wings. And hopefully they will have a little better start to the rest of the year than they have so far this season, because it's been pretty rough. But I am thankful that they are in the Eastern Conference now, because holy crap, the Western Conference, all the good teams are in the Western Conference. So they got moved to the Softy Conference, and I don't mind that at all. Also, I'm thankful because it means that I get to talk shit to Beef about Montreal if they start doing bad. Hockey. I guess you could say, as far as being thankful, I'm thankful that I got the chance to play a little bit of the Elder Scrolls online beta. Can't talk too much about it. Not going to talk too much about it, but I will just say that I'm happy because it may have shifted my opinions on the game a little bit. I was fairly indifferent, and now I'm kind of amped up and excited about it. So, as far as Let's Plays goes, that's probably not going to happen, because Bethesda is notoriously bad about letting anyone do anything with their videos. Usually, you have to be in a network to do that, or you have to basically write to them and beg and plead and hope that they say, okay, you're just big enough for us to consider this, and I am not. So I am not even going to bother wasting the virtual e-ink on the email, because I know for a fact they're just going to tell me to get out of here. Get out of here, you. I say. But yeah. Is that it? Oh, really? I got dirt up there to fill in. Ah, crap. How about, can I? Nope. How about now? Nope. That didn't work. Well, shoot. So I may have to dirt pillar up there and fill that in. Oh, yeah. But yeah, that's yeah, I don't think I want to talk too much more about it, because I don't know how far that beta stuff goes, and I'm sure it'll change, but it should be fun. Still, I have a lot more to be thankful for. I'm thankful, obviously, you can be thankful for a lot of things, and I'm thankful that I have the NeoCraft guys around. They always tell me, they always joke with me that I shouldn't be here, that I should be, off doing bigger and better and more, more watched things with other people. But surprisingly, this series is actually one of my more, one of my more watched series. I think maybe the Vintage Beef fan server stuff is a close second, but when it comes to the views, this series still gets a lot of views, and I'm thankful for that. Because it could very easily be a situation where I'm on a bigger server, and now everyone's over there paying attention to that instead of this, and then none of my projects get finished, and I kind of forget these guys, and I'm off doing my own thing, and living the life of luxury of a person with 500 subs, and these guys are all just sitting there doing their own thing, kind of ignored, and nobody cares. But that's why I still play on here, because I care, and I'm thankful for that. Yes, I'm thankful that I care, apparently. So, really, with Thanksgiving, there's so much for me to be thankful for that it's one of those situations where I should be thankful for really everything and every opportunity that I've had this past year plus, and that I've grown from I had such a small channel starting out. I had how many people were watching me back when I was doing videos? Maybe back like a year ago, how many people were watching me? Maybe 60 at most were subbed to me, and now I have 400 plus, and hopefully going to keep growing. That's something to be very thankful for. You see, there's a theme going on here about thankfulness and whatnot, and I think it's a thing that sometimes in the YouTube world, even in just as gamers, we tend to not be as thankful for things as we should be. People are not necessarily thankful for the hard work that people like a Dinnerbone or a Jeb, or even people who make other games, people who make those small kind of indie games that we like the Team Meat guys, Edwin McMillan, for example, Super Meat Boy, or guy who did Cave Story, or people like that, or like Derek Yu, Spelunky. Oh, actually, Derek Yu and Andy Hall. I should not forget about Andy Hall. He's the guy who did the XBLA stuff for Spelunky, which is the version a lot of people play now. Or the people who put together things like Risk of Rain, or Kerbal Space Program, the Squad Crew. I'm very thankful for them putting together that game, because holy crap, that's a lot of fun. Or the Team Hitbox, or the Hitbox Team crew who did Dust Force. Very thankful for them having to put together such a an enjoyable platformer that really is a test to any gamer. And if it sounds like I'm being paid to say that, I'm not being paid to say that. Nobody has paid me to say those words. I dearly enjoy that game. But yeah, there's a lot of things to always be thankful for. Even the little things, in life, is definitely something you should be thankful for. So I think we are getting close to the end of the episode here. And yeah, it's looking not bad. Now, obviously, there's a bit of work I still have to do on making it look prettier. And there's a zombie. There's a baby zombie. Yeah, I did say zombie. So this is another term that's interchangeable with zombie and Zermbert. So keep that in mind. It's like halfway between zombie and a Zermbert is a zombie. But yeah, that's looking mighty fine. So I think next time we might work on this a little bit more and kind of get all these cobblestone blocks, get those into place, because that's going to be our next objective, is to put some detailing in there and get some different blocks, and eventually we want to kind of make it look not so much like that. Yeah, this is my old build where I decided that using one type of block for a wall would be a great idea. Not so much, dummy. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And for those of you in the U.S. who have celebrated Thanksgiving, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you're in Canada, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving a couple of weeks ago. If you're not in any of those countries, I hope you had a wonderful Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and or Sunday. Because it's just another day for you. So, as always, good luck, good mining, have fun. I'm going to go start figuring out how I want to put these blocks in to add some texture. I'm also going to put that block in there. It looks like the wall descends through the ground. And I will see you guys next time here on the NeoCraft server. Come here. Come here, creeper. Yeah! Oh! Got him. Oh! Oh! Nope, 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 nope. Okay, now I got him.